Welcome to our next Supernatural Season 1 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Supernatural, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that's the case, you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And full disclosure, this is actually my first time watching the show Supernatural. I've heard many good things about the show over the years, and I decided that I was going to give it a chance. I plan to be doing this for the long haul, watching all 15 seasons, which is 327 episodes, and I think there's a spin-off show as well. I hear it really gets good at season 4, so I'm sure, obviously, with almost every TV show, there's some bad seasons, but I plan to keep doing this, and so far, what I've watched thus far, I've liked. I haven't loved, but I don't dislike it either, so join me on the journey and let's discuss this hopefully awesome, amazing show in the comments section. However, I don't want you to spoil anything past this episode. So with all that said, this will be Supernatural Season 1, Episode 5. The title of this episode is called Skin, and this will be my first time watch review reaction recap after just finishing watch the episode. We start with Sam receiving an email from Becky, a friend in Stanford, whose brother Zach has been arrested for the murder of his girlfriend. Keen to help them out, Sam convinces Dean that they should travel to St. Louis. Now, when they arrive, Becky explains that Zach came home to find his girlfriend, Emily, beaten to death. Now, Becky claims that Zach was with her when Emily was killed, but that a security tape shows him arriving home around the time of her death. Claiming that Dean is a police detective, Sam gets Becky to take them to the scene of the crime. The only clues they find are that the house was robbed about a week before the murder and that the dog next door has become vicious since the attack. Dean is still skeptical until he and Sam examine the security tape which Becky has obtained from Zach's lawyers. On the tape, Zach's eyes flare when he looks directly at the camera. Zach watches a man leave his apartment and kiss his wife goodbye. Later that night, someone who appears to be the same man returns and tortures him. Now, early the next morning, Sam and Dean return to Zach's house as Sam points out that if the person they saw wasn't Zach, then he would have left by the back entrance to avoid being captured on video camera. The blood smear on the alley behind the house supports his theory. They then see an ambulance pass and follow it to discover that another murder has occurred, and in a striking similarity to Zach's case, the man claimed to be driving home at the time his wife was killed. Dean and Sam find another bloody trail behind the apartment block and follow it down a manhole to a sewer. On finding a pile of skin and blood, they realize that they are dealing with a shapeshifter. Suddenly, the shapeshifter attacks them and runs off. Now, during their pursuit, the boys are separated. The guys, Sam and Dean, are separated. And when they reunite at the car, having lost the creature, Sam suspects that Dean is actually the shapeshifter as he throws his keys at him and he catches him with the wrong hand. And then as Sam confronts the creature, knocks him out and takes him prisoner. Now, Sam, of course, regains consciousness in the sewer, bound to a beam. The shapeshifter has access to Dean's memories and claims that Dean is angry at Sam for having left him to go to college and having opportunities Dean never had. The creature finally leaves and telling Sam it has plans to attack Becky. At her house, Becky invites the shapeshifter in, whom she obviously thinks is Dean, for a beer. They talk for a while, but eventually the creature attacks her. Suddenly, a SWAT unit arrives and the shapeshifter flees, injuring an officer in passing, leaving Becky alive but bloodied. Sam struggles to get free and suddenly hears Dean regain consciousness. Together they manage to escape and they walk the streets, see a police sketch of Dean on TV. He is now wanted in relation to Becky's attack. They return to her house and Dean gets the Impala, which Sam distracts the police. So there's a bunch of cops there and Dean climbs over the fence-ish. It's not really a fence, it's a wooden fence. to avoid the police. And while Dean does that, so Sam can distract the police. And then Dean returns alone to the sewer to track the creature and finds Becky there. The creature has assumed her identity now. Back at Becky's house, the shapeshifter has tricked Sam and is holding him captive. Sam fights back, and then Dean arrives, finally shooting the creature who looks just like him. And then the police decide to release Zach as they now suspect Dean Winchester, whom they found dead at Becky's house, was the culprit in Emily's murder. And then as they leave town, Dean kind of laughs, or, he's going to miss his own funeral. And that's what ends this episode of Supernatural. So it was an okay episode. I was a bit distracted while I was watching this episode, so maybe I missed some things that make it a little bit less, in my opinion. But I'm going to score the episode a 7.8 out of 10. And my character of the episode for this one is going to be Dean, because he just did a lot of stuff in this episode. Or, you know what, Dean and Sam collectively are pretty good in this episode. You could pick either one. I don't think Becky was as memorable, in my opinion, so it's opinions are objective. You can pick whoever you want. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Supernatural and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button, share this video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are regarding this episode of Supernatural. What would you rate it? Who would be your character of the episode? You can choose Dean or Sam. You can choose one or the other. You can choose any other character. It's up to you. I try not to choose Dean or Sam because they would be the character of every episode. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get over 100,000 subscribers. Yes, I know I set my goals high. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.